Inside our country today, some people, they rejoice. Some people, they cry. Courtesy of INEC, headed by Yakubu Mahmood. Inside Osun State, of course, now remember say, appeal court don't come out, talk say, look, the election of 2022, that's governorship election, will happen inside Osun State. Say, look, now, PDP win that election. PDP, Ademola Adeleke. Una remember say, after the election, INEC declare PDP winner. The person who they represent APC, Oyetola, carry the matter, enter where? Enter, what do they call him? Tribunal. Tribunal can't come and talk say, na Oyetola win. The governor, Adeleke, he don't agree. He run, enter appeal court. Appeal court don't finally come and talk say, look, na PDP, Adeleke, na him win this election. I beg, make una help me see this celebration, where the governor, they do, you understand? The happy governor. I beg, help me watch. Now, so all of us supposed to for this country. Happiness is free. When I see as we just they rejoice with the people, they dance, you understand, they give different style. As happiness there inside Osun State, now some people they cry inside Nasarawa State. They say, look, no be APC will give our mandate. Now lie. Now PDP will give our mandate. So why is INEC trying to rob us of our mandate? Make una help me see as women they cry inside Nasarawa State. Watch.
My name is Honorable Stella I. Oboshi. Just like you have just said, I appreciate God for the opportunity given to me to speak on behalf of the women that you have seen here. The mandate of PDP have been stolen in Nasarawa State by the INEC. The reason why I say by the INEC is because the INEC are Independent National Electoral Commission, and it is their duty to coordinate the program of the elections, and they have seized our mandate. It is David Martin Mbugadu that won the election, but they later announced a different person that is the winner of the election. That is why these women have turned out to show their concern, and our outing is for a peaceful demonstration. We are not to quarrel, we are not to fight anybody. Our concern is with the INEC. They that have announced the election, we want them to revise back and give us back our mandate. Let them give to whom have won the election. And in addition to that, the reason why we are so sad is because election that was conducted with the same beaver, with the same accreditation, at the same date, from the unit to the ward, from the ward to the local government, before that of the House of Assembly, should be announced before that of the gubernatorial. But to our surprise, election was conducted and that of the governor was announced before that of the House of Assembly. After 2 or 3 days, they said the election is inconclusive. Until we march to the INEC office to demand, why is it that the two local government, the two wards, Keyamo and Chiroma, should be the ward that will determine the 13 local government election? And why is it that that of the governor was announced and that of House of Assembly, they said inconclusive? Then automatically the election of the governor is being rigged. To our own base of knowledge, it is rigged. Until we marched to them before they later said they want to cross-check. And it was just yesterday they announced the election. And most of the announcement they made was that the total accreditation, they used about 30,000 approximately, that Keyamo and Chiroma brought, but the constituency announcement yesterday, the figure is not up to that. Then why? This clearly showed to us that governorship election has been rigged.
This rigging inside Nasarawa State is strong. Say now only two word. Now they use rig the whole election inside the state. 2 words, just 2 words, not be local government. 2 words. Now they use rig election inside Nasarawa State. I make una fear God now. If you not dey fear any other human being, make una try fear God. Kai, some they rejoice, some they mourn inside this same Nigeria. But God go do them. All of us go rejoice last. Now make I carry on and enter the matter we concern the APC and the Labour Party. Kenneth Okonkwo, veteran actor, and the spokesperson of the Labour Party, the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, their spokesperson, Kenneth Okonkwo, him don't come outside, attack waiting Festus Keyamo talk, or the petition where Festus Keyamo carry enter DSS, say, may they come arrest Peter Obi and a running mate, Senator Babadati Ahmed. Abeg, make una help me here waiting Kenneth Okonkwo talk on top this matter. I'm gonna watch.
The APC, before the election, warned all the non-APC members who were not going to vote for APC not to come out to vote. It is open. They warned the non-indigens. As a matter of fact, they even invoked Oro Festival to make sure they frustrated everybody. It's on record. And then they were not heating up the polity. And after the election, and after the open robbery that took place, a man rose up. His name is Peter Obi, and said, let there be calm. I am going to take my grievances through the courts. It's on record. And then suddenly, some spin doctors announcing he is the one who is overheating the polity. Is there no level to lies and hypocrisy? And those were the people that told him, if you don't like what is happening, go to court. And he went to court. And yet, he's the one overheating the polity. I want to tell you, the people that are overheating the polity, they are Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. They are APC, because right there in front of Nigerians, the APC presidential candidate made a reasonable statement. He said power is not served a la carte like breakfast. You have to fight for it at all costs. You have to grab it at all costs. You have to snatch it at all costs, and you have to run away with it at all costs. That is the treasonable felony. That is overheating the system. How many of them have petitioned DSS to take him on that? And you know what? On the election day, they actually executed that his order to the latter. Women were brutalized. Non-indigens were brutalized. The security agencies were there.
Kenneth talk say Keyamo, they claim say Peter Obi and Senator Baba Ahmed, they incite Nigerians to violence. Him say okay, but your own principal Tinubu, him come out during a campaign. They tell the people say, look, power is not served a la carte, meaning power is not served as breakfast. So you go, you grab it, knock who you want knock, you understand? Push who you want push, nakana anybody who you want nakana, and grab it. After all, the end justifies the means. So Kenneth they ask, so Keyamo, this one where your principal Tinubu talk, you know they inciting though. You know they inciting. Now to come follow man, we talk say, look, make una no swear in any government, we no meet the constitutional requirements. Say democracy will be dead. Now the man will talk the truth. He say if they incite Nigerians, may they go carry him. Say Festus Keyamo. If like say not, it don't lose for your head. Make una also hear Kenneth Okonkwo discuss wetin dem carry enter court. Wetin be our case inside court? What are our prayers to the law court as he take touch this presidential election? Abeg, we go listen to Kenneth Okonkwo now, and him also talk say, look, see why Senator Babadati Ahmed talk wetin him talk. Kenneth Okonkwo, he don summarize these two things now. Give us, abeg, make we watch. Watch.
Let me tell you, because I want to dive into what Baba Ahmed said. We are in court, and paragraph 20 of our petition says, Bola Tinubu was at the time of election not qualified to be president. And the next one is that his election was invalid by reason of corrupt practices and non-compliance with Electoral Act 2022. And the last one was that he was not validly elected by the majority of the lawful votes cast at the election. Now, a man who has this position and is in court, what do you want him to say? Can he approbate and reprobate? He's simply telling you that in his own opinion, which he's entitled to by section 38, section 39 of the Nigerian Constitution, which gave him freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of belief to express his thought the way he wants. And he was in the studio saying it, not in the forest with guns. He was not a rebel. He was simply expressing his thoughts. He has not told anybody to carry gun. He said, in my opinion, if you are not supposed to swear this person in, and that is why we're in court.
Kenneth talks in number one, the presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, number one, he is not qualified. He's not qualified. Say number two, him get some allegations where they on top of his head, the drug allegation where they on top of his head, will make him say he no qualified to contest this election. And number three, say him no get the legitimate votes to be declared the winner of this election. Say lie, say this election was not free and fair. Say if you go by the votes, say this guy, you know win. Thank God say everything don't enter court. So all of them get their evidence. They go prove them for court, and at the end of the day, we go know who truly win this election. But my only concern be say make this law court, make una know they compromise both the appeal and the Supreme Court will handle this case. Remember, do not compromise. You are joking with 200 million Nigerians. That's if we reach that amount, because some people now they talk say, if you like say we don't even reach this 200 million, what did they tell us say we will reach? Say we don't, if you like say we don't even reach this 200 million. But when I carry for head, say una they joke with 200 million Nigerians. Supreme Court, una don't hear me. Now, make we watch Kenneth Okonkwo end this argument of 25% in FCT before a candidate can be declared the winner of a presidential election in Nigeria. The guy don't analyze them well, and e be like say sense, better sense dey inside wetin him talk. Abeg, make una help me watch Kenneth Okonkwo. I'm gonna watch.
Now, the Constitution is very clear. Before you are declared the winner, you have to have the majority vote and 25% in at least 2/3 of the states and the FCT. The words of the Constitution is very clear. FCT is not a state in Nigeria.
Well, there's a Supreme Court judgment.
No, he said in section 299, he said in interpreting the Constitution.
30 minutes.
No, in interpreting the Constitution, the FCT should be treated as a state. But let me tell you, in section 299, he said the president of Nigeria is the governor.
Yes.
Good. Is there any governor that will be declared governor in his state without winning 2/3 of the 25% in 2/3 of local government? And then you're telling the governor of FCT that is not supposed to have 25%. Where did you get that from? The Constitution is very clear. If you're a citizen of FCT, you want to be discriminated against. No, the person that should be your governor should have 25% of your consent before being your governor.
Well, when I not say, since when this argument of 25% come outside, the opposition party and the ruling party APC don't come and talk say, even in the Constitution that it is stated that in a case like this, all states are equal. Even the FCT will be regarded as a state. Now, Kenneth Okonkwo the argue now say, look, inside this same matter, even if the FCT is being considered as a state, say him no they argue that one. No. Say okay, the FCT is considered as a state, but make we no forget say the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, wey be say na FCT him dey stay, him also will be regarded as the governor of the FCT. So if a governor cannot be declared without winning 25%. 2/3 of the local government inside that state and 25% of the total vote cast, then the president cannot also be declared without winning the FCT because he is the governor of the FCT. Kai, sense no go kill this guy. Argument don't finish. Which kind of lawyer go hear this kind of argument come talk say you are lying, it's not true? Anybody will hear this argument go know say sense dey inside. Yes, we agree that the FCT is a state and the president is the governor of that state. So for you to be declared, you must win 2/3 of the local government in the FCT and the 25% of the total vote cast in the FCT. So it is a requirement. I want to see how they want to decide this case inside law courts. So my people, now the gist where I carry come for una today. I tell una say some people they cry, some people they happy, but last inside this country, if the law court do what they are supposed to do, all of us go smile inside this country. I see a new Nigeria. It is possible. I go say una later. I beg. If you like this update, subscribe to my channel. I beg. Because Ejo da Allah. Subscribe.